You're ridiculous.
Did you bottle it last year or not? True or false?
No, Man City were just better.
Stop this rubbish, man. Stop this rubbish. You're so disingenuous, bro. You
Bro,
bottled it.
We went to the final game. What the fuck are you talking
Liverpool
about?
bottled it as well. Liverpool bottled it as well. They're at the top.
1 second.
Yeah, we've got a dead attack at the moment.
Nah, man. Nah, bro. I can't hear this. I can't hear this rubbish, man.
Go on.
Let's just keep this thing real, innit? Let's keep it a buck, as Muttons would say. The truth is, man, then your team's rubbish, bro. Like, what happened was...
Hold on. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Red Tottenham, the Spicy Spurs, Scotch Bonnet FC, Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I will say, what happened was, in the week, these men got gassed. They thought, because they scored 7 against PSV, that they were back, or they somehow worked a system that was going to work. These men are crap. And when you look at that lineup, there's only 2 players missing. Havertz and Saka, and that's the performance that you're giving us.
What
2
about
players missing, and you can't beat a Piccadilly team that everyone else has slapped up. Tottenham
we didn't slap them up, by the way. We didn't slap them up.
Yeah,
we slapped them up. Now,
yeah, but we slapped you. But we slapped you.
No, you didn't slap us.
What are we doing? Rock, paper, scissors.
Have you beaten us in 2 years?
Folks, look, what are we doing there, bro? Like, when you first came onto this, the whole...
Wait, you can't even... Wait, you can't
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother. When you burst into the scene on this YouTube game, you came in guns blazing, you were moving like you're going to win the league. Bro, you're dropping, bro, like your team, bro. Right now, I'm looking at the table, and I'm not sure.
You know he slings those gunshots.
Are you sure, Hooks, that you're going to finish top 4?
Yeah.
I think Forest finish above you, man. I think City can.
No way. No way.
Like, where are you going to score goals?
Did you say Bournemouth?
Hold
on.
No. He said Forest.
Oh, he said Forest. I was going to say.
They were lying. This is where we've gotten to.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
No, but it's bro. Forest is 4 points behind you, man. And City is 6 points behind you, man. I can lose to Chelsea and not in the Forest are still below me. Do you think you can win your next 2 games, bro?
Yeah.
Who do we play? Do you know?
You got Chelsea next week.
You can't beat Piccadilly and you can win your next 2 games.
Yeah.
Bro, Chelsea's coming to... We're playing at home versus Chelsea.
Oh, come on, bro.
All right, and by the way...
Man United team.
Can we...
I'm so far away from Spurs.
In your mind, what is Spursy?
I'm so far
in away your mind, define
anything. I'm so far.
In your mind, define
I don't need to go. I don't need to go into my mind because Spurs exist in the real world. So I am so far away from your club.
And you define Spursy, bro.
Unbelievable.
Spursy is expecting your team to turn up and they don't turn up.
What about Arsenal?
And that's why I see in the Red Tottenham, the Spicy Spurs.
Why do you still support them? 1 second. That is wrong. Arsenal, all last year, I expected them to turn up. For majority of the games, they turned up. Maybe one game, maybe 1 or 2 poor performances. Don't sit here and try to compare Arsenal to Tottenham. You're ridiculous.
Did you bottle it last year or not? True or false?
No, Man City were just better.
Stop this rubbish, man. Stop this rubbish. You're so disingenuous, bro.
We went to the final game. What the fuck are you talking about?
Liverpool bottled it as well. They're at the top.
1 second. Stop it. Listen, you vicariously live through other clubs. You're a bottle job. That's actually disgraceful. You don't support your club. You don't support your club. You support other clubs to beat other teams you don't like.
Can I ask you? Let me ask you one thing. What are you, man?
You sit here miserable about your team every week.
I've had enough of this.
To your team.
What are you, man, doing at the moment?
Your only joy is dunking on Arsenal.
What are you, man, doing apart from
Listen, we drew to Manchester United. Fair. Manchester United is a good team. You drew to Bournemouth.
They're not a good team, bro.
Hold on. They're not a good team.
Listen.
They're not a good team.
They're better than Tottenham. That's my point.
How can they be? Where fuck them with all of our let's go?
What do you mean? Hey, Gal.
Can I get a word?
Hold on.
We played Man United 3 times this season and
you fucked up there. You did fuck up there. They're not good.
Okay, fair. How about this?
So we beat City this year. Does that mean we're better than them?
Forget it. Forget everything I said. Forget everything I said.
We're on the same point. And we didn't lose that easy.
And you want to say Arsenal shit?
Yeah, Arsenal
what
shit.
Bro, what are you doing?
One second. So you're saying Man United are shit. We drew to Man United.
We paid them 3 times. We banged them 3 times.
You're now saying Arsenal are shit also. Is that what you're saying?
Deji. The only team that's good is Liverpool.
Deji. I need you to tell me about the treble.
Folks, look, man. You see, you and the gal.
No. I don't need to know about me and the gal.
You're the problem. Where's the domination in the location? The only domination happening is in your booth. Whenever your team is losing.
About this little thing that you this little double act that you both are doing right now.
Double act, bro. You're McDonald's. One day you're nice, one day you're going crazy.
Bro, I asked you a question.
You need to know about the treble, Deji. I need to know.
I asked you a simple question. What are you doing apart from fulfilling fixtures?
What are you doing apart from rapping?
Why you can't answer my question with a question? Answer my question.
Yeah, you can.
My answer is very simple. My answer is very simple. Arsenal have expectations. We've not reached it. Tottenham don't have expectations.
So that's Spursy then. That's Spursy. Expectations.
No, because Spurs don't have expectations.
Spurs don't have expectations.
No expectation behind Spurs.
You guys are just part of the pack.
Do you know? Don't fall for this deflection. What you Arsenal fans are doing is picking on little bro. Don't do that. Especially you asking about the treble hooks. That's very interesting.
No. I need
TB. We play you next. One second.
I'm asking you. Are Liverpool genuinely the only team that are good in the Premier League?
Bro, let's be honest, yeah. Liverpool have done what Liverpool do by their own standards. Everyone else has been below par.
Right, but because you literally call every other team shit. Every other team is shit in your vocabulary.
You didn't say that. You guys have been rubbish. How many L's have you taken this season?
Yeah, but we haven't been good to our standards. But
you ain't been good, yeah?
But Deji,
Arsenal.
I do agree as a Tottenham fan. You can talk another.
If you ask Arsenal fans,
Arsenal have been good, bro. They've been good.
Arsenal haven't been good though.
They've not been.
Who's actually been good this season?
Arsenal fans will say they've not been good, bro. Everyone in my chat, I reckon I can bring 15 players in my chat and we'll slap up a lot of them Dutch teams, yeah? No disrespect to the league. I just don't rate it. You were shaking your bum because you scored 7 goals. And then I saw your front 3 today and you got Mourinho up top and you think you're going to beat United. There was no way that you were going to beat United. Arteta actually pulled off a miracle in you, man, getting a draw, to be honest with you. This team is your team is one of the most pathetic and disgraceful teams I've ever seen in my life, Lee. And I mean disrespectfully.
Well, it's coming from an expert. I'll take that. It's coming from an expert that knows all about this.
You were only missing 2 players today. And you were that bad.
Yeah.
That was your strongest lineup, barring 2.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, Lee. And that's what I'm saying. The next phase, because he's talking about phases today in the interview. The next phase now is to see what this guy does in the summer.
The only thing I wanted to say to Lee and all that, look, I don't give a damn about your club. You know what I mean? And it's good to see that you and me we're both doing the same thing, which is we're fulfilling fixtures from now until the end of the season, because that's about it. But when people say Arteta messed up today, did he? I actually think your team is that crap. What could he have done? Who was going to, Sterling was going to go up top? That's all he could do. Do you get me? Martinelli came and gave us a bit of gusto. That's the first time I've seen this guy show a bit of gusto all bloody season. Let's not get it twisted. Do you know what I mean? He's not all that. Do you get me? You got your Ethan there. Trossard is rubbish. We know that Trossard should never start a game like Brennan Johnson. You got your magic trio in midfield of Odegaard, Partey, and Declan. Crap. Rubbish. We were taking our bum for this midfield trio last season. Then you got your Calafuri or whatever. Come on, man. This Arsenal team is rubbish.
For someone that don't care, you don't know a lot about us. I say that.
Look, it's my job to analyse the opposition before I come every Sunday. And I'm just looking at, I've got people trying to defend this crap. Igal on Never a Foul just a moment ago trying to defend it. I mean, that guy is off his rocker. If we can get some mental health assistance for him, Dan, I'm grateful. I'm going to send you numbers for the scenario.
I've tried, bro. I've tried. Trust me, many times.
He's off his rocker.
I've tried many times, Bitch. I've tried, bruv.
You cannot accept this rubbish. 3 years ago, you had a chance, you didn't take it. Last season, you had a chance, didn't take it. This season, you had a chance, you didn't take it. You guys are really, at least Tottenham, we know, look, they're rubbish. You can banter me, I deserve to be cooked. But you deserve to be cooked too. This PSV, the amount of Arsenal fans shaking their bum like you're going to, okay, so you beat PSV and then what? That's it, you're out. I want to see an Arsenal team that is competitive. Right now, it's pathetic. That United team, Spurs, even with all the crap that's gone on this season, has played them 3 times, beaten them 3 times. You ain't beating them. Come on, guys.
No, do you know what? I can't argue with that there. You have beaten them 3 times and give credit where credit's due, like, you know what I mean? So
we tonight just got what we deserved. I thought United should have won it. If I'm honest with you, if it weren't for Raya, they would have comfortably won it because they could have scored 3 or 4. And what's mad is they actually have more players out than us. Their bench was full of kids, you know. They've got no Dorgu, they've got no Mainu, they've got problems up top, they've got problem in every department. In midfield, they've got players out, Ugarte's out, they've got defenders out. Seriously, like we had Havertz and Saka out, and that was it. That was literally it. Because people will say Tomiyasu and Jesus are out, but let's be real, they're out all season. Yeah. So
but they don't
I think this is it now.
They don't start anyway. Jesus
and they don't start. Exactly.
For you anyway.
So go on.
I actually think Arteta is still in charge at the beginning of next season.
Oh, 100%.
You, man, are more Spursy than Spurs. I've never seen such disgracefulness. And that for me is what is so sad about Arsenal right now. You lack ambition. I think it's the YouTubers that have more ambition than the club. You shout the loudest, but everyone else, I think your fans were happy with the draw today. We got through it, mate. That was a tough game. What? That's the team, the worst United team we've seen in our lifetime, and you're happy with a draw. It's shameless. It really is.
Do you boys, just quickly, last question on Arsenal. Do you boys, as a panel, think Arteta will last past next season?
Yes.
Shut down, it won't. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you know, Arsenal will continue whatever happens. It's not Mikel's club. It's not, you know.
I understand your concern because, look, under Arteta, let's be real, Arsenal could be in the top 2, top 3 next season. And the January transfer window will come and go and they won't bring in the player. You know, we've seen it the last 3 years. So that's what I'm predicting for next season. But the truth is, the worry for Lee and the worry for you, Dan, and it's a legit worry, is if the next manager, if you get it wrong, you could be in the mud. Do you get me? United got it wrong. Chelsea's got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like Spurs have got it wrong. You can see what's happened to Spurs. We were never this rubbish, but if you get the manager wrong, mate, all of a sudden, second don't seem so bad after all. I actually think the fact that they could only win 1-0 shows that they're struggling. A bit like you, they've got no striker, and one player means that they're struggling, they can't do anything. I can't see anything but a draw next week for both teams. You're not good up top, Chelsea aren't good up top. And for me, I think it's pathetic as well. Don doesn't want to give the credit that Maresca was riding off the foundation that Pochettino left. Right now, we are starting to see Maresca's true colours. And I can't lie, the true colours is grey, it's dusty. It's very yellowish, dustier than Tutankhamun. So for me, Chelsea right now, you know, Don is very clever with words. And Lawless, I was looking at you to see if you picked it up. He said he can see Chelsea finishing in the top 5. Not top 4, top 5.
Yeah.
Don does not believe that Chelsea can finish top 4. And so for me, that is a disgrace. With the money that you've spent, with the players that you have, that team should be finishing top 4 minimum. But in front of you is Nottingham Forest, who I'm not sure you can catch, and it's City.
They're hung down for where they finish in the league. But if I had to give you some money, Dej, on who's got a brighter next couple of years, would you put that money on Chelsea or Tottenham doing better in the next 2 years, Deji, and why?
That's a good question, you know. Look, so I would put the money on Spurs, and I'll tell you why. I think with Chelsea under Todd Bowley, I just feel like they're lost. I think if Abramovich was in charge, we don't even have this conversation. Abramovich ran that ship like a proper captain. Chelsea look like they're in a mess. They brought in a championship manager. They've spent X amount of money. Maresca doesn't know his left from his right. And to be honest with you, it looks like they don't want to spend the sort of money they spent early on. So I can't really see Chelsea progressing too tough. Whereas with Spurs, I actually think if once we get rid of Ange, because he's going, he's in the mud.
You bring his ticket.
Bruv, I booked his ticket time ago. I mean, I was happy. And you know what? Do you know, I was even prepared to do business class. Do you know what I mean? Just to be a bit decent. Do you know what I mean? And say, you know what? Be a bit comfortable. It is 16 hours as a direct flight. So I'll at least give you or premium economy. Do you know what I mean? Like something so you can have a little bit of leg room. But get this brother out. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think Spurs have a lot more potential, and under the right manager, I can see Spurs doing something. Remember,
Newcastle just scored. Sorry, 1-0.
Remember, look, I don't trust Postecoglou this season, but look, Tottenham has a lot of potential. The players are there. We just need the right manager, and I think we kick on. Whereas with Chelsea, I just think they've got too many good players that they don't really know what to do. I mean, Cole Palmer is not so cold these days. So, you know, there's a lot of work that needs to be done there. So I would say Spurs. You know what I mean? Because if you get it wrong, it could be a mess. And also, Maresca is not good. I'm so surprised by Chelsea fans because none of them, we sit here, we lambast Arteta. He's not this, he's not that. Bloody hell, look at Maresca, mate. He's fucking crap. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, he's not the level of manager that should be at your club.
I think we need it more.
I think, though, if Arsenal lose to Chelsea this weekend,
but they're finished.